Hi, everybody. This is the disembodied voice of Katie. Um, Jay's reaction is perfect. Welcome to our makeup game for Summer of Spooks, for Camp Death. Unfortunately, we had another player star. We're gonna miss her immensely. She is, under the weather tonight, but it is okay. We're going to have a great time with these wonderful three players we have tonight. And we are playing, we're playing some fun Fiasco. Let me get this table working good for everyone so everyone can see the player table. But yeah, we're going to go around, introduce everybody, and then I'm going to hand it over to Jay, and he is going to run this show, so may the Lord be with him. Because we know how things go when they're run on my channel. Most of the time, not good. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great time tonight. I'm very excited to see this happen. And I'm just going to go around and let everyone introduce themselves, starting with Anders. If you just want to, we don't really have characters yet in Fiasco. That's how Fiasco goes. But if you just want to introduce yourself, say your pronouns, and at the end of the game, you can give any plugs you have. But yeah.
Cool. I'm Anders. You can find me at Anders_D_K all over the internets. And I use he, him pronouns.
What about you, Lauren?
Oh, hi. I'm Lauren. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at Law Dawson Art and Lauren A. Dawson at Instagram.
And last but not least, I will hand it over to Jay. This is your game now, buddy. Have fun.
Oh, fuck. Hi, I'm Jay. I love Fiasco. Fiasco is one of my favorite games. And if you ever want to play, hit me a message on Twitter at jdawson, because I'd probably be ready. At right then and there, at any point. I will leave my job. All will be well. We're actually using the Camp Death playset, which is one of my favorites. I've played it a few times. It's always very silly. Of course, sometimes people do more serious for Fiasco. We'll probably just see how we feel like going and just play it by ear. Okay, so if you guys have the thing open, I need each of you to please roll 4d6 for me in the die roller. And then we can just drag those in and get started. We got 6.
I rolled 4DG, so I'm off to a great start.
Well, we have to use those now.
G looks like 6, kind of.
Sort of.
You can drag dice. That's so cool.
I know. This is super easy for Fiasco.
How do you do that?
Okay. All right, we got a few 2s. We got some 4s.
This is an incredible thing that I've just learned.
I feel really dumb because once I learned this, it was just like, why wasn't I taught this? Why didn't I learn this in school, like doing taxes? Okay, so if y'all can bring up the Living Dead document, we have 2 2s, a 4, and a 6. So that gives us instability, fun, desperation, fun, or escape, very fun. And then under those, we could do barely contained feud, rapidly dwindling food supply, diary documenting a descent into madness. It's not too late. Amputate the arm. I'll hold them off. Make a break for it. And then under escape, we have sewer and utility tunnels in the woods. Or helicopter running low on fuel in the woods. Maybe this is like a aerospace camp that has a helicopter for some reason.
I was gonna say, what kind of camp are we at? Mine never has helicopters.
This is a rich kids camp, which is less like in the wilderness and more like urban development.
We're glamping.
Oh, summer glamp. Do we want? What sounds good? I like the desperation ones. I don't really care for the instability ones as much, honestly. I guess barely contained feud would be interesting.
What were our desperation ones again?
He's starving over there, How can we get him some food? And I'll hold him off, make a break for it. Oh, I misread one. I said it's not too late, amputate the arm. So let's say that's an option too. Why not?
I like that option.
I kind of like that one, actually.
Amputation, no breathing. That's not how that works. Desperation. Okay, so let's go ahead and start assigning the other dice while we're at it. So the red dice are what we had to use for the Living Dead add-on, which is just added to like the desperation, the like extra thematic thing, and then we can just start adding everything else. Lauren, do you want to pick a relationship type between you and I, or you and Anders?
Doesn't matter. I can do either. Let's do Anders and I. Okay.
Okay. So with the dice we have, you have quite a few options. We have no 5s. Oh, worth mentioning, the last die is wild.
Oh.
Okay.
So if you desperately want a 5.
I do like 5s. And we can assign these in any order too. So like if you want the secret relationship, you can assign that last. And choose one of, you get the idea.
Let's do.
We got friends, family, work, romance, secret, and local.
Let's do friends. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, you can be
Okay.
friends.
Cool.
Doesn't matter the color just yet. So let's just change that to friends. So I like having needs. Needs are really handy. I figure we usually when I play we do relationships first. You can do it however you want to. Do it in any kind of order since we've all played before. So the needs are useful for like making punchy characters, like knowing exactly what they're about. The objects are fun. The locations are fun, especially for like. I think that this playset actually uses them really well. Oh, I should probably read the thing first. The score for this playset. Wouldn't that be fitting? Okay. The score. So, here's the deal. Camp Clearwater's been abandoned since some grisly, unsolved murders 20 years ago or whatever. The new owner probably made that up as some creepy story to tell the campers and scare up business. What I know is that we've got a couple of weeks to get this place up before any campers arrive. And most of the hard work is already done. We've got enough booze, pot, and distance from authority to make this the greatest summer ever. What could go wrong? The red dice for this, usually, black is like a bad outcome for the scene. White is a good outcome for the scene, whatever that means. And red for this, usually it means death, either an NPC or a PC. For this, it just means zombies happen. So we're going to play that thing.
An outbreak.
Yeah, just a fun, friendly zombie outbreak.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah, you've seen movies. Okay. So, Anders, do you want to start a relationship with me? Or do you want to define your friendship or find a location or object?
I will define our relationship. And
How bold.
I think I'm going to do a 3, a work relationship.
Between you and I?
Between you and I. You're the blue one. I'll move this 3 over there.
Okay. All right. Let's see what's under 3. We still have no 5s.
I know. 5 looks so good.
Bus driver. I could use our 1-1. I don't want to do that. Head counselor and underling. That could be interesting. I don't like gas station attendant. I'm also not looking at the chat. Oh, maybe I'll just pick one with Lauren. I don't want romance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you want to do family?
We can do family.
Okay. Usually when Lauren and I play D&D together, we're almost always dwarven brothers or some kind of family.
My brothers a lot. Yeah.
Family who hate each other in some way. That's our shit.
Riffing.
Okay, so let's do that. Lauren.
Yeah.
You have quite a few friend options. Unlikely friends. Old friends reunited. Alpha male and sycophant. Fellow social outcast.
So I have 6213. Yeah.
We got a 4-2.
Oh, you're right.
And a 3. Nothing. We have everything but 5s. I feel like every time we play this game, 5s are very rare.
They're always one of the most fun ones too. So this is for us choosing the family option.
You could do that or friends.
Okay. I'll establish the family.
Okay.
Let's see. You want to do identical twins?
I was hoping you'd pick that.
All right.
Alrighty. Anders.
Yeah. Been looking through. Gonna. What numbers do we have? I think I will do a unlikely friends. I'll take the 2 for our friend relationship.
Okay.
Oh, we're running low on 2s already. That's gonna happen.
So many 2. We had a bunch of 2s, it seemed like.
That's fair.
Use them up.
Okay. Let's see. God damn it. Objects. 5 for objects is ominous findings.
Ooh.
I want ominous findings. One of them is dark stains.
Oh.
The power lines have been deliberately cut. Bleached human skull just off the trail. Oh, that's another 5. That's impossible. Let's see. I don't want to do. Do you want a location, an object, or well, I guess you guys could do a need if you wanted to. Anders, are you okay with sharing an object?
Sure.
Okay. Let's be pragmatic about it. Let's say, do you want to go for something useful? Or should we save and do something? Exotic vibrator, no thank you.
Oh gosh.
Do you like information or useful better in this list? We could do another 3 and do smuggled goods, actually. Those look pretty good.
Oh, what are the smuggled goods? Oh, I say smuggled goods because that reminds me of my summer camps.
Okay.
Oh.
I like that. No follow-up questions needed. Smuggled goods. Okay. Lauren, do you want, you could pick a need for us or a location for us?
Ooh, let's see.
The locations are super good.
Yeah, I do like the locations. What do we have left? We got...
Looks like we're out of 3s now.
Okay.
No 3s, no 5s. So no lake, no woods. Weather is good. I like weather.
Yeah, I was looking at weather. What's 6 again? The way out. Ooh.
That's also good.
Let's do weather. We can set the mood.
Okay. Oh yeah, set the mood as our twins. Twins. All right. Okay. I guess that leaves a need for you guys to establish.
Okay.
What are the needs?
See, we got to get laid, to get away, or to get out. Let's see. To get away is good, but you'd have from your old life or from the cops. FYI, I think I'm going to take which one was it? Oh no, never mind. I already took the other three. Because for us, I like either fellow camp counselors or head counselor and underling.
Yeah. I'm down with either. I like to get away. I like to get away from the cops. That one makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
The zombie cops.
Sounds good.
Zombie cops.
All right. Well, this leaves fellow camp counselors or dealer and pothead. I want to go with fellow camp counselors for us.
Yeah, that's good.
Just to make it clear, so to get away from the cops is for Anders and I.
You guys, well, you'll move a 6 over, which you're welcome to do now, or you can pick. Oh wait.
Guess there's one of those will be wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
So either the smuggled goods or the weather, or to get away could be wild, because I could assign that for you guys instead.
That's true.
Let's see. Weather would be windstorm, which I like. And then smuggled goods would be carton of cigarettes. Which one of those smuggled goods do you like best, Anders?
I mean, cigarettes or fireworks. Fireworks could be fun. You can shoot them at the zombies. But maybe that's the me who just watched Stranger Things being excited about fireworks right now.
I also like fireworks better. Lauren, are you okay with doing windstorm for the weather?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll pretend that this 6 is a 5, because I don't give a shit. Let's say illegal fireworks.
Deal.
And then you guys can pick whatever for to get away. That'll be our wild card. Okay. It's not fair that you only like when you get 5 out of the 6 numbers, you don't have all of the options. Mm-hmm. We should have done a reroll.
With a murder. Oh.
Are we doing murder?
I do like with
Are you guys gonna murder me?
Oh man.
Are you going to murder me
zombies?
And then replace me with Lauren's character? During the zombie
You are identical.
I could be trying to take over your life. You want to do the with murder?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Go for it.
Should I say zombie murder or just murder?
Just murder.
Just murder. With just murder. Just or just. Who's to say? All right. We're putting the dice back. And we're going to start with the first scene, which I'm happy to do if y'all want. Unless someone wants to go first. Well, we need to do our people first.
We have to be people.
So we have identical twins who have some important relationship with the windstorm that is happening at the camp. Mm-hmm. We have zombies, because obvious. I am one of the camp counselors, and we have illegal fireworks. So this is a great team. So how are you guys unlikely friends? I guess how might you two know one another outside of potentially a mutual hatred for my character?
That might not be a bad idea. Like that's
Yeah,
how we know each other.
I mean, the thing is, we only get 12 scenes, so we
Yeah.
may as well try to kill as many people as possible and have as much premeditated murder as we can,
including each other. I mean, yeah, maybe we both sick of your character, and I want to replace you with them.
Lauren. What Katie just said, I really appreciate Lauren coming onto her first game on my channel being like, I'm going to murder my husband's character.
Oh my god.
It's the right thing to do.
Well, yeah. You know.
I love, like, so this is a zombie movie that is also a murder. That is, I like the idea of this being like a satire that I just resiliently stay alive. Like, no, just amputate my arm. I'll be fine.
This is a murder movie with zombies. It's not a zombie movie with murder.
That's fair. I don't want you guys to feel like you're underneath the zombies on the playbill. That's not fair. So I'm going to apologize. I'm going to rescind my statement, and I'm going to write a letter.
All right.
Okay. So what's a good name? Lauren, do you want to be male identical twins, female? Do you want to do something else? Do you want to be conjoined?
Oh my god. Yeah, let's be conjoined. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but
I think it's gonna work out well.
Yeah.
This is classic Fiasco. So I remember in our high school there were twins named Brendan and Brandon.
That's true. Yes.
I know that, like, that's like classic twins names. Do you want to go for Timothy and Jimothy?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm down.
I think that if I'm the one who's to be murdered, you should be the Jimothy.
Okay, I'm Jimothy.
Okay.
Autocorrect's trying to change it to Timothy. I don't like that.
Don't let it happen. Fight it. Fight it, Lauren.
I just want to be you so bad.
Okay. We're both camp counselors. Do we decide what kind of camp this is? Do we want to say this is just like a normal summer camp with like cabins?
We could make it like you were saying before, like something kind of bougie where it's like everything's upgraded. Yeah. It's like
we have Wi-Fi.
Huh?
We have Wi-Fi.
Ooh, yeah. That's our appeal.
It doesn't work well. And there's like a password that changes all the time.
We advertise that we have Wi-Fi. It's on the pamphlet.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it's any good.
It's Wi-Fi spelled with a Y. Okay. All right. We have premeditated murder. We have several means to do my character in. What are you thinking for a name for your character, Anders?
I was really struggling with it, so I think I'm just gonna go with Steve.
Okay.
Because that's kind of my go-to if I can't think of anything else.
It's a good name.
Steve.
My character will call you Steveathy.
Deal. That's probably why I want to murder you.
Well, come on. Okay. So, as a fun little reiteration of how the game works, when it's someone's turn to have a scene, they can choose to establish or resolve. That means they can say what is happening and who's in the scene, but not say how it goes. Or they can say how the scene is going to go, and then the other players will say what is happening, who's in the scene, the setup. So if you assign or select a white die, that means that it will go good for your character, which is like a big idea, which doesn't really mean anything. The gray or black dice are just bad for your character, whatever that means. And red means zombies. Because zombies. Do we want to say that the first instance of zombies happening is going to be when the first red die drops? And that this is not an ongoing apocalypse that just happens to have a camp council? Maybe this is like a zombie survival camp for rich kids.
Oh, yes.
And these are all
zombie society.
There's not zombies. There's paid actors that are upset and ready to murder everyone.
Yes.
They're trying to unionize. They started out as paid actors, but then because this is like a rich kid summer camp of fighting zombies, an actual zombie virus got out. I stick with throwing as much stuff at the wall as possible. Feel free to tell me to stop whenever.
Love it. Yes, okay. And.
Yes, and is very important.
Yeah.
And before we get into things proper, it is also very important to go over that we use safety tools. You guys are welcome to in the chat. X, we're stopping with no forward. We don't need to talk about it or discuss about it. We just move on from the subject that we were on. And it just means this is kind of getting close to what's uncomfortable. Just tread lightly, be respectful. And green is even if you seem upset in the scene, you're just really into the role play and all is well. Oh. And of course, we did the Lines and Veils docs. We're all good, I believe. Great. Okay. How about we start? Are y'all fine with me having the first scene?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, then I will go ahead and establish. So, Jimothy, I have a question for you, actually. Are you also a camp counselor? Or are you just here?
I'm just there.
Okay.
I want to be a camp counselor, but you stole my thunder.
Are we joined at the hip?
Sure.
Okay. I like that idea. But it's like a femoral artery, so we can't split.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm lugging in I suppose, not just me. There's I have like my like bag, I have like a backpack, and I also have this wooden crate that has like a bunch of stickers over it of like lots of travel destinations. Underneath those, you can definitely see FIR on one side and then RKS on the other that are very barely covered up by the stickers. And we're going into our cabin. And what do we want to do? How about this is like us kind of realizing that you guys know each other, but I don't know Anders' character. Oh, I didn't even change your name. I'm sorry. I got to change the thing. Steve. Steve-athy, could you possibly give me a hand with these bags?
Absolutely.
Oh, good, because it's not a bag, it's a box. That's
fine too.
If you smell like something sulfurous, there's eggs, and it's not anything like dangerous. If you could probably just put that over by like that fire pit over there. You could just like drop it by there. I'll probably sit on it later.
I can do that. That's just fine. Eggs are really good sources of protein, so it's good that you packed some.
Yeah. I assume that based on your attitude, there's coffee.
There's coffee. There's also lots of really good teas this year. I was able to get them to bring in lots of new flavors of tea for the campers to try.
Oh God, I'm so tired talking to you already. Jimothy, this is Steve. This is Steve,
Hi there.
another camp counselor.
Hi, Steve. It's nice to meet you for the first time.
Yeah, we've never met before, even though we have. I'm also turning Southern. That's fine.
Are you all right? Do you need to sit down?
This new accent.
That coffee's wearing off.
We're getting ready for a production of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Flipping in
First
and
thing.
out.
Yeah. You got to stay in character. It's really hard. Are we playing any of the zombies during these activities? I know that like camp's not for like another month, but all the actors are here already.
Well, I've been working on my zombie impersonations just in case they need us or one of them sprains an ankle and has to sit out.
Yeah,
You
that's
always should be prepared. I've got like 3 backup plans.
Well, that's kind of the thing, being prepared. Give me your best. Give me your best brain. Give me your best brains.
Brains.
I'm only okay. So I'm only going to say this because I care about you. Perfect.
Oh well,
A+.
thank you very
I gotta
much.
say, for like C class, I need you to push it. I want some of the Southern in it if you can do that. I know that that's not always like easy, but I think that you can push it. I think you got this, and I see that you're still here with the crate, and I really need you to set that down if you could.
I'm gonna go do that, and then I will take in your feedback. That is some very good constructive criticism. I like that. You've got such a good spirit about you this year. I'm gonna move this crate now.
I hate Steverthy. Listen,
He's-
Jimothy, I got to talk to you about something.
Timothy, he's very nice.
Look,
You can't.
I can.
judge someone.
The thing is that I really can.
This is why everybody has such a hard time working with you.
That's not true. Everybody loves me.
That's not true.
No, it's a fact.
You know, the actors
And-
talk behind your back.
Sorry?
Also, they haven't been paid. What are you going to do about that?
I'm definitely not the camp owner, so I don't really see that being my problem.
But you run the camp. Do they have?
I do run the camp. I'm a teenager. Our dad, who loves me more than you, does own the camp and did give me like the responsibilities for like signing their W-2s and like putting things out there.
How dare you say that about our
Well,
dude?
it wasn't both of us. It was just me.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to sign some of the W-2s?
No, I don't like doing taxes. I haven't paid
Okay.
taxes ever because I'm a child. But
Young adult. And you guys can just decide however you want the scene to go with the dice. You can just slide that over to like on the other side of my box, my Timothy box.
mhm.
However you think the scene.
Also, how old are we?
I'm going to say that it's not important. Our actors are 35. Our characters are maybe 18.
Okay, then yes,
Yup.
we would have done
Yeah.
W.
But we look like grown-ass adults.
Okay.
It's going pretty good so far. I don't know why I'm playing such an asshole.
It's fine.
Perfect. All right. Look,
Yeah.
let's meet in the middle.
Mhm.
You can do the W-2s just like you wanted. And I'm going to go ahead and put the bags away and take a nap.
You always leave.
I put my headphones in.
Oh.
and pull you along with me. Excuse me, my AirPods, of course. Okay. That's the first scene. That went pretty well for me. So in the first act, dice that you receive at the end of your scene, you give to someone else. I'm going to give that to Anders for a flawless Southern accent.
That was excellent.
I like it. Jimothy, this is you now. do you want to establish a scene, or do you want to say how it's going to go for your character?
I'll establish.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Timothy, I need some privacy.
I said I was taking a nap, and somehow you're still talking to me.
All right, I'm just gonna cover your head with a sheet.
I don't know why that's going to.
All right, I start dragging us out of the building. Steve, are you around?
Just like pop up out of a bush. Oh, hi!
Oh God!
I was looking for some little critters and things that maybe we could capture for a mascot this year.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I didn't find any.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably for the best.
Probably.
Listen, we got to do something about Tim.
Is your better half? How does that work?
He's asleep. He's fine. We're used to this. We conk out all the time.
Well, all right. What was it you wanted to talk about? I'm all ears.
Well, we got to do something about him. He's been too demanding ever since we got here. He hasn't paid any of the actors. They're getting very restless. They've been a little weird recently too.
They are. I was trying to lead them in some like icebreaker activities and like some positivity breathing circles and stuff, and they were very rude.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, they all had out their phones and they just weren't paying attention and they weren't giving it their 100% best.
Steve, I am so sorry. I love your activities. They are wonderful and they deserve every bit of attention that you can get. I think something needs to be done about Timothy's leadership around here. I think we need to get rid of Timothy.
I agree, and I like your leadership that you're displaying right now, suggesting that we do this, and I suggest that maybe you should be the leader once we get rid of him. You seem to really have a knack for it. You've got this really good presence about you. How do we do that with the whole situation?
Well, there's a couple different options we could take. I don't want to get rid of him per se, but if you know what I mean, like maybe we can just do some like swimming activities. Maybe he disappears, something like that happens.
Anders, do you want to have this be our first red die?
I would love to have this be our first red die.
All right.
Give me
I'll
a zombie.
All I'm saying, if there is an accident that happens, we could spin this. I think it would be fine.
We can spin anything if we believe in ourselves.
I love how positive he is.
We could totally get away with murder.
It's fine.
Golly.
It's just murder.
Yeah. Are you in? Can I trust you?
Oh, well, you can trust me with anything. Scout's honor.
Great. Meet me back here tonight after all the activities are done, and we'll get this started.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, did you see over there? It looks like the actors are practicing. Look, they even put on some makeup. Look at them go through the woods. Oh, they're so good. They might have bad attitudes, but they really know what they're doing.
It's good to see people get into character.
They're kind of practicing this way, and we've got some tension. So I'm gonna go organize my binders because I got binders of activities and bye.
I imagine we see like the fireworks that were by the fire pit. Maybe there's still like some coals that are still warm. And they kind of like spark a little, light a fuse just for it to lift up one little thing that goes out and just destroys or just like hits part of like the enclosure that was keeping the actors in, because they're non-union. They're just in an enclosure in space.
Oh no! Like a chicken coop or something.
Yes.
It's one of those like wooden like picnic bench table things where it's like
Yes.
got the roof but no walls.
Oh,
It's
yes.
just picnic benches.
Like a shelter house.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We have zombies loose now.
Yay!
Okay. Well, Anders, do you want to establish a resolve for young Steve? Young noble Steve.
I would like to resolve for Steve.
Okay. Good, bad. Lauren, you have to give your die away.
Oh, great.
It's attack 1.
Let's see.
You can give it to Timothy or Steve.
I will give it to Steve.
Steve.
Steve deserves much.
Oh god. How do I select this thing?
I got it.
Ah, thank you.
No problem.
Well, you guys are being so nice giving things to Steve that I think I will make this resolve poorly for Steve. This is a black dice scene.
Oh, no.
Black die, Steve. Okay. So Steve, something bad is going to happen to Steve. Organizing his binders.
There's so many. They're color coordinated by like Monday binder, Tuesday binder.
Let's see. Maybe organizing these while the actors are out. Steve has a little accident and just
Oh no.
like nicks just a finger, just like a little paper cut with some blood. And
Ah, shoot! That hurt like a pepper in the eye. That stings.
and you just see one of the actors, or you just maybe like the window, we see like someone move past, and we see like someone step up to the stoop outside and just
Well, just a minute. I got a paper cut. I'm just gonna put a Scooby-Doo Band-Aid on it. I'll be right there.
Just a Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School Band-Aid.
Put on my Band-Aid, and then I'll go open the door big and wide, welcoming. Well, hi there. What do you need, friend?
Just falls down on top of you.
Oh, well, oh my goodness.
Flops down to the ground.
Someone needs more calcium in their diet. Oh, are you all right? Do you need water? Are you dehydrated? Oh yeah, you seem very dehydrated. Here, how about you come sit here in the bunk, and I'm just gonna go get you some water. Do you want a lemon slice in that? Lemon slice. I've got a couple. Make some water.
Just like, I imagine you like prop him up, and he like tries to bite you, and you turn away at the perfect time.
Yeah, this is
It's
very.
Like, sits you up on the bed. You sit him up on the bed, and then like it's like detach an arm by accident. You don't notice after you have like the glass of water, you're handing it back to them.
Well, there you go. You drink that whole thing before you can leave. You don't want to be getting dehydrated out in this heat. It's not good for you. Well, you are very in character, and I really appreciate that attitude that you are bringing to our camp. But water is important. This is not debatable. You're going to drink that.
Like piles over. You think that it's probably a hug.
Oh well, you just needed a hug. Well, that's fine. Steve likes to give hugs. There, I got you. Oh, well, no, okay, no, that's a little far. Personal boundaries and all that. Just gonna. How about you just stay here and cool off, and we will just pencil in some conversations for training this week on boundaries, and the sad hug that maybe we should be enforcing. Yep.
Boundaries.
Brain. Oh, well, we could do brainjuries.
Boundaries.
Boundaries. Yes, boundaries. That's absolutely right. You understand. You are quick on the pickup.
Brain.
I'm gonna let you cool off. Maybe I might have some popsicles over in the mess. I'll go get you a popsicle. That'll be good. Leave the cabin.
So you got nicked.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you want to pass your die to?
Who do I want to pass this black die to? Timothy, you don't have any dice, and neither does Jimothy. Oh goodness. I'm gonna give it to Timothy.
Well, that seems fair.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. I will treasure it always. Oh, look, we're going 1, 2, 3.
Oh, well, how nice.
Well, that means that this one's probably next. Yeah, I think I am gonna resolve. I want zombies to happen. And I want, yeah, let's go with that. Oh, or do we want to wait? You know what? Yeah, I think I'm actually going to take a black die. And let's say that we have something bad happen to Timothy. So he might be awake by now, maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps we are taking Timothy swimming.
I do got to work on my tan.
You got to work on your tan, and it's very hot, so I'm trying to get everyone to go and be in the water so that everyone stays hydrated.
Yeah, you don't want them like standing out there in that makeup.
No, they can go swim and take off all the makeup and refresh themselves. And
that makeup's expensive. Why are they not just doing it at dress rehearsals?
Yeah, they're wasting all that makeup.
It's irresponsible.
How dare they?
And we did not spend any money on makeup remover or wipes, so lake it is.
Ooh, well. I mean, you got to have the sunscreen. You got to have the first aid kits. You got to have your marshmallows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Huh?
So I imagine that like Jimothy has like trunks and maybe some goggles, and Timothy has goggles, swim cap, wingies, noodle, inner tube, flippers, like the big round single goggle.
Yeah.
Snorkeling, all set up.
Steve is rocking the life gear or the lifeguard shorts. It's got the sunscreen on the nose and has a towel wrapped around his neck, draped over it, so you can't see any bite marks. So there's no reason to be suspicious.
No, of course not.
He's probably not noticed that it's there. He's not trying to hide it, but it is actually hidden.
Maybe he's just got like a small Scooby-Doo bandage over it.
Yeah. Like
You don't want anyone thinking that you got a hickey or anything.
No.
You got to cover it up. Yeah. That's irresponsible. I like how these teenagers are responsible for these grown-ass adult actors.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you guys in. Let's get just cool off for a little bit.
I want to see everyone get in the water. No running. No running.
A few fast zombies just go straight off the docks.
That is how you slip and break an ankle.
You see a tank from TF2 do a cannonball.
It was very nice form. Good job.
You hear the music. Very stressful music. And all right, Timothy, do you want to go swimming? Jimothy, excuse me. I was talking to me. I'm trying to like psych myself up and think that, do I want to go swimming? Do I feel like it?
In the third person.
Let's get a little closer to the dock, and then I'll know if I want to go swimming or not.
Oh, sure.
Do you have?
I would love to go swimming.
You don't have? Do you have your phone in your pocket?
Oh, yeah.
I push Jimothy into the water.
Oh, I take you down with me.
Physics-wise, you also push yourself in. Oh well, no roughhousing. Oh, that's not safe.
You know
Timothy.
what I just destroyed both of our phones. This is perfect. Okay.
Timothy, Jimothy just like dunks his head under the water, just like rage.
There's totally that like very intentional shot of Steve's face where he like makes eye contact with Jimothy. Like, is this the moment? Like,
Jimothy
close
just, like,
up.
slowly nods. Yes, it is time. So I'm just like dunking you under the water. Are the zombies like slowly coming towards us then?
Yeah, probably.
I actually have an idea for this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we already said that they're established, like they sense blood.
Mhm.
So what if we would be prompted to get out of the lake if we discovered that there were leeches in it.
Oh,
That would also cause a lot of chaos in the next scene.
I like the leeches.
Maybe I like get up and I'm like ready to berate you, but you just see a leash like stuck in the middle of my forehead.
Yeah, Jimothy just like kind of jumps up and is like, ah!
Ah, what are we doing?
Your head.
Your head.
Little squishy thing. It's a leech.
And then,
We just raise our arms and there's just like leeches all over us.
Start blowing the whistle. Oh, everyone out of the lake! Everyone, leeches! Everyone out of the lake right this instant. You too. Don't argue back with me.
Would Steve be able to smell the blood?
Yes. But I think this is actually the end of my scene. And we're gonna have to see what happens next time on Lauren's turn.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna give this to you as well.
Okay.
Because how dare you?
Well.
Okay. Do you want to establish or resolve?
Let's resolve with zombies.
Good choice. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think that this is probably the time where this is the turning point. We only have one more scene until the end of the first act.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Game's punchy.
I always forget how short it is.
Well, especially with 3 people. But I actually really like the 3 people ones.
Mhm.
Some play sets it's better or worse, but I think this play set is good for 3, 4, or 5, which is pretty
Yeah,
rare.
that's true.
All
right.
Okay. So we could go and say that this is like a feeding frenzy, that this is kind of like the rest of the actors are turned and we realize more or less what's happening and we gotta escape.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea. We could just stay in like some of the cabins and try to hide out for a while, maybe. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I think that would be good. Like,
so I think Jimothy
sorry.
and Timothy come out and Steve is like slurping leeches off of us.
But whatever proper first aid technique for removing leeches is, Steve's doing it. I don't know what it is.
I think it's just
you gotta move it from the base.
Pinch and pull.
Ow, stop it.
Ah!
You're
You don't
just
want-
pinching me.
Well, hold still. You
Stop
Stop
don't
telling
want
me what to do.
if you listened to
Not
me,
even-
Marius wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I guess.
Get him off.
I'm going to leave a few of them on Timothy intentionally, like on like maybe your back
On
or
his
something where
butt.
you might not be able to see them.
There's like screaming and happening in the lake is like starting to turn color as you see like there's like thrashing and maybe we might think it's like people getting out of the lake. And you see Timothy look over and across the lake, which has the sun at the backdrop, it's quite beautiful, bouncing off against the lake. And you see people, what once were people, coming out of the water. And you go back to zoom it in on Timothy's eyes. He says, "My God, they're starting to unionize."
No.
I think we have to go. I think we have to run away. I don't feel safe here.
Well, they're just practicing for the big finale.
No.
They're just doing their acting thing.
You don't understand. Timothy has not paid them. We need to run.
Well, I thought maybe they were just trying to be really good sports and they cared about the camp, so they were going to do it anyway. I'm coming.
In the eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, I love you. We're going to take care of you.
Huh?
Okay?
You love me?
Don't interrupt. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I set this upon us, but I'm going to protect you now. Your family now. And Timothy hugs you and then takes your hand and takes Jimothy's hand and then like looks at him and kind of like lets go, shrugs, and then we run.
Go.
Steve is sobbing, big like Ghibli tears.
Oh.
Poor family.
None of us have last names, but that's not important. We're all family now. Timothy's ugly crying. It was shown that he was wearing
terrified. I think he's more upset that his plan went wrong than the actors unionize.
It was pretty airtight, having all those witnesses watch you drown your brother. Could have happened. Could have gone anywhere. You'd only have to hold him under the water for like 3 minutes. And I think that the zombies come out, and there's the actors that were there are all turned. Counselors that were there are either dead or like squirreled away somewhere, just like we are. Mm-hmm. I'd say that maybe we go back to Steve's cabin and we lock up.
There's like 7 locks on the door.
You use like fancy knots as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just gonna sit like a tripwire here and.
Is that a bear trap?
Yes. You don't carry a bear trap with you at all times?
I'm going to now.
Bear trap and an axe all times and duct tape. Not prepared if you don't have your 3 essentials.
Okay, then you can give your die away, Lauren.
All right. Let's go ahead and even it out for you two.
Wow. You really do care.
Of course.
Okay. Anders, do you want to establish or resolve our final scene of Act 1?
I think that I will establish this scene. We are in the cabin. It's been a couple hours and it's probably dark outside now. We've just kind of been like sitting around, pacing. Steve keeps trying to get you guys to play Uno and all sorts of card games and things.
Truth or dare.
Truth or dare, charades, you name it. He's suggested it and tried to get you to play it. And we've been hearing outside just like the slow buildup of maybe like growling sounds or like things moving around the cabin. Something is outside.
Do we want to say that the windstorm is starting to kick up now too?
Yeah, like that howling wind.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes whipping down the plains.
No.
I had to leave the frame for a second there.
Oh my gosh.
No one liked that more than me.
No, that was perfect.
What about y'all ever played Go Fish?
No, we need to bar the windows.
We need to find your mini bar.
Well, I don't have that. Alcohol is against camp rules.
Do you have isopropyl alcohol?
I do have rum and alcohol, yes, but you are not allowed to drink it. It's like 90 proof or something like that. It would not be healthy. It would give you indigestion.
Yeah, I don't feel so good.
Well, I have Pepto.
I drank that too. I get nervous.
Stop drinking things. Do we share a stomach?
You're only asking now.
I mean, well, we could do an experiment. Do you have indigestion now, Jimothy?
I'm feeling awful, but probably for other reasons.
I feel awful for all the right reasons.
There's
But
another sort of... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
There's another one of those weird camera shots where it like zooms in super close as Steve makes eye contact with Jimothy again. And like...
It just gets closer every single time that you do.
Every time it's a little bit closer on the face. I might have the groundskeeper quartermaster used to stay in this here a cabin, and I think I confiscated something from him if you're real thirsty, Timothy.
I'm pretty thirsty.
Yeah.
I am pretty thirsty. I feel like I've done quite a bit of damage already.
No. It's been a stressful night. Go ahead.
Yeah. I have I ripped the label off of it so you can't read what the label is. This is I'm not sure what it is, but oh yeah, it smells strong.
What does it smell like?
It smells chemical.
Ooh.
It's the good stuff.
This must be like some kind of I've read about this. I think this is like gin.
Yeah, you know that the quartermaster was a real rough drinker, and
Okay. Well, give me the bottle.
there
And I set down the cap. Say a healthy gulp.
It's like leaning in.
You know, it's not bad, I have to say.
Well, that's good. You good?
Like, I like speak and you just see like lines coming out of my mouth like it's a cartoon. Death symbols. I'm really thankful that we got to, even no matter what happens, Steve, thank you for letting us stay here in your cabin. I feel like if we were anywhere else, I would be way more stressed out than I am. Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just is it hot in here? Just me.
I think the wind's actually cooling things down. It might start to rain. It should be really nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Finally, yeah, kind of like. Do you want like a back rub? I learned this in community theater.
You know, you sure that might. How's your stomach feeling there, Timothy?
Mine feels totally fine. Actually, I feel a lot better. Timothy, how do you feel?
Yeah, what's going on, Steve?
Lauren, do you want this to be a zombie die? Or do you want to have a good or bad?
Let's do zombie.
I think we know what this means. And that's okay.
Yeah, that feels real.
You've got a lot of tension in your shoulders and also one flesh part that's really soft and red.
You're looking a little gray. Do we need to take you to the hospital?
Timothy, do you see this? Is this a bite mark?
Timothy, come here.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Earlier you said that you loved me.
Steve, I did, and I meant it. You are as family to us now.
Bite your neck. Zombie.
Too soon.
No, what are you doing, Steve?
And I think that's a good place to maybe take a break.
Yeah.
Do you want to give this to Jimothy, even everything out?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do the tilt first, or do you guys want to take a break?
I don't mind establishing the tilt if you guys are okay with that.
Okay. All right. So here's how the tilt works. Ooh. Go ahead and Anders. Actually, we can just use the dice because I think that only Lauren and I. So there's two tilts. There's you roll the dice that you have, and the highest white and the highest black decide what the tilt is. Because Lauren and I are the only ones with black dice, I think that we can just either. Well, we can roll off. Actually, Lauren, do you just want to use your 6 and 2?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, Anders, you
Mhm.
can do 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. You can do mayhem, a frantic chase, or you can do tragedy, death out of the blue.
Oh, those are both so good.
Yes. I like a frantic chase through the windstorm trying to escape these, but I also like death out of the blue can be used for a lot of things.
Yeah.
If,
Let's go mayhem frantic chase.
okay. Now, Lauren, do you want 2-6 is tragedy, death after an unpleasant struggle, which is good, or honest to God, my favorite thing on the tilt table, failure, something precious is on fire.
Oh, definitely that one.
Excellent choice. Okay, with the two ideas of a frantic chase and something precious is on fire, we're going to take our break before Act 2.
Yes.
We'll talk little baby soon. Hello. Welcome back, all you lovely, beautiful, lovely, good people. Good. Yes. Fine. Our tilt we decided on was a frantic chase, and something precious is on fire, so we will include that for the rest of this Act 2. In Act 2, you keep the dice that you acquire. You don't hand them off to other people. At the end, we roll the dice that we have accumulated, and we use those to figure out what kind of horrible or very, very awful ending our characters have. So has Steve, I guess we're going to find out in this if Steve has gone full Zombo or not. If he has any kind of control. Because I think the other zombies were still kind of like
He's still partially functional.
Yeah, he just wanted to give a little love bite.
Timothy smelled real good, and he's been trying to kill Timothy all day, so those two things kind of like got mingled together in his head. So
it's been a rich, full day.
Nom nom nom.
It is understandable. Okay. So I think that as a result of this, in a panic, Timothy and therefore Jimothy are going to run out of the cabin in a panic.
Oh, why? That's okay.
Oh, no.
Poor Steve.
Now he has to be Southern and a zombie.
We're gonna pile up as many voice tropes on top of him as possible. We're gonna give him a cowboy hat.
Yeah. Gotta do them all.
Everything.
All right. I'm gonna
running out.
Jimothy runs out, like freaking out.
Timothy, it's just you and me in this world now.
Oh God, no.
Look, I don't know what happened, but I think Steve got bit and has some kind of actor's disease.
Oh God. They are the worst.
Look, we got to go back to our cabin. We got to find things. And we're like going through the wind, and you can kind of see like figures moving through the like gray wind pushing through the air. We can even see the fire pit that was hot a few hours before is now completely cold, and the fireworks are still beside it. We go past that into our cabin, which has classic tape straight down the center, separating like the one plug, like a nice desk that we brought in, that we moved together, a sofa, and then your bed and nothing else. Maybe like an inspirational poster of like a cat saying "hang in there." that Steve gave you.
He has a knife.
Yeah.
There's a personalized note written on it. Like,
Oh,
I believe in you. Or like an exclamation point with a heart as the dot.
it's just doodled all over with stickers.
Timothy has the same one rolled up in a garbage bin.
Listen, Timothy, I don't feel good about leaving Steve behind.
I don't know if that was Steve. And like,
actually, are you okay?
right now, it's just you and me. Okay. And I was bit. And I think that this same thing could happen to me. And I think our only option is to amputate.
Great.
Well, hang on. Look, I appreciate the decisiveness, but it probably took Steve some time. So let's just do something just for my sake and just say no, we can't do this. No. I'm gonna play along. No, we're gonna do it. Like we're just gonna like have a little talk about it. That's all. Just
okay.
Okay. So let's just back up. I think that we need to amputate.
Great. Yes.
No. You're not doing this. I need you to play along with me, okay?
Yeah.
Remember those improv classes we took? I need some yes.
Yeah.
I want you to just do. Okay, good. So yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So let's just back up. I think that we need to amputate, and you say,
great.
No, God. Okay. Look.
I don't see what the problem is.
There,
I think we'd be fine. We'd be fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
look, if this means saving my brother, I'm going to do it, and I don't care what you say.
Sure.
Stop arguing with me. I want just come on. Oh no.
What's wrong?
I just realized that the only thing that I can think of we could use to cut ourselves in half is probably Steve's axe and or that bear trap. Thank
I
you.
can see it. Great.
All right, this is going bad for me. This is very clearly going bad for me. So I guess we need to lure Steve out of his cabin. Do you know anything private about Steve that we could maybe use to like get him out of there so we can go in there and kind of finish this up? Because I don't listen or ask follow-up questions.
I mean,
I know that Steve and I are like best friends now, and we reconciled the like, bad part of our relationship.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think that, you know what? I'm going to put this poster up. I put it up.
You know, if you tell him that you put the poster up, and we're like, you know, hey buddy, like he actually put it up. He might come over and see it. Maybe that's how we get him over.
Okay. I like that idea. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a fine idea. I think you did a good job coming up with that idea, but it's terrible.
You'd be very touched. How dare you?
No, we should.
How dare you?
We got to do something better. Maybe we could use the fireworks.
I mean, that's fine, I guess. I didn't want the fireworks to begin with. Why did? It just seems like a hassle. Like there's, I guess, union workers out there now. I don't know what to do about them. And then, like, I don't know. I guess we can use the fireworks. That's okay.
Okay. I think maybe we hear like another like we had heard at Steve's cabin before, another like fleshy lump of a knock at the door. Perfect Foley work. And then I think that that's it for the scene.
Said fleshy.
You know what? Valid.
Everything just sounds a little squishy right now.
Yeah, a little wet.
Okay. Jimothy, do you want to establish or resolve?
Let's establish.
Okay. So what are you thinking?
Let's say something good happens. Oh.
That's resolving.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
no, that's fine. Where'd it go?
It went behind my block.
Oh no. Bad block. You go to the GM layer.
Okay, yeah, let's actually go ahead and resolve then. Say we're successfully gonna go get the fireworks. Get to Steve.
Okay. We're gonna use the fireworks to distract Steve, get out of his cabin. Then we're gonna go in there, Pink Panther style, and cut us in half.
Yes, that sounds wonderful.
So that you can live, or that I can have legs as a zombie. We haven't decided which yet, but we'll get there.
Zombie? We didn't say anything about zombies.
Actor, sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be great. All right.
Okay.
We need some kind of weapon though, because I mean we gotta beat back these actors. They're gonna come for us.
Man, what do actors hate? Like going through my desk, and I find newspaper, and I like open it up, and I find critics. Right. I'm just going to roll that up really tight, memorize certain passages to yell at actors as needed. Like, okay, I got something. You got to get something too.
All right.
Oh, I also have this DVD of The Room, which has no acting in it at all.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll take this.
We're perfect. We can go.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. This is your scene, so you can let us know how this pans out.
All right. We're going to slowly open up the door.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably some of them waiting for us out there. I take out the disc and just fling it at like a little ninja star at him.
That's the room. Hi, Mark.
Run!
Remember that? We're running.
Run! Probably
right.
chasing our tails, and I throw the cover.
We grab the crate, we drag it over to Steve's cabin.
Mm-hmm.
We look inside. What's Steve doing?
There's like 3 other zombies that Steve has brought in that are like sitting and like on the floor, and they're all going. Brains.
My God.
What is happening here? Steve!
No, don't. We can't make eye contact. We're like, oh, hey.
Buddy!
Sponge.
Oh, this was a
Big
mistake.
zombie hug.
I kind of hug him back, like, you're not looking so hot. Talking awfully funny.
How do you feel about Cats coming out? Like the movie, they're making a movie of Cats. I think he's already too far gone as an actor. He's got way too many opinions about cats. I was hoping that I could have a private conversation with you without Jimothy. While, like, I'll just kind of like close the door a little bit. Okay,
pull a pillowcase and just.
Great.
Okay. I wanted to let you know that I felt intimidated by your acting skills as a zombie earlier, so I was needlessly aggressive toward you. And I said that it was C rank, and that's just not true. That wasn't fair. That wasn't honest. Ow. Thank you. I think. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, God. Well, don't bite me again. Okay, consent is really important. Yeah. Fist bump. Give me a fist bump. Yeah. Come on. Ow.
The arm like breaks a little bit and.
Just kind of jumped up.
Oh, I didn't know that you were double jointed. That's really cool. I can just do this.
Trying to like put it back.
Well, like Steve would know how to reset bones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like resetting his own arm.
I figured that like this conversation is also like you can see it through a window inside the cabin, and Jimothy is rummaging through. What'd you find? What'd you find, Jim Jam?
Oh,
This is still your
let's
scene.
see. He'd probably be finding like camping equipment, that bear trap, so he puts that aside. And then he comes across an axe.
And we set that down and keep looking.
Yeah.
No, you want the bear
Find
trap.
some tape.
You're gonna either use the bear trap or the duct tape, and I don't know which one it is. Which one is the most good for you?
Obviously, bear trap.
Okay, cool. All right, you got your bear trap, and then I think that it's on to Steve's scene.
Yeah.
You want to establish or resolve? You're in a pillowcase with Timothy. You can always move forward in time or like do a flashback as well. You shouldn't feel limited with whatever you do, whatever you want.
Oh. That's interesting. You said the word flashback, and I immediately was like, yes.
It's really useful, especially after you've died.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, let's maybe do a flashback. Maybe a flashback. Let's do a flashback, and
Okay.
I will establish a flashback. Maybe this is when we were kids. attending this summer camp and we met for the first time.
Oh.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah.
I want this to be a good and happy memory for you. So I want to give you a white die.
Poor dead Steve. Poor undead Steve, excuse me. He could live a happy life as a zombie.
Yeah. Okay, well, what was... So the I guess not the three of us met. The two of us met you.
Yeah.
At this summer camp.
No, you guys meet for the first time.
Ugh.
Oh.
It would be funny if Timothy's head is just covered the whole time because he doesn't want to be there. Just pretending.
Well, Steve hasn't apparently met Timothy before, so
we went to different summer camps. I'm like in this VR set, and I'm like virtually at a different summer camp this entire time.
We wanted our own experiences.
Yeah, it's so we have something to talk about later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really healthy for couples.
Yeah, couples. We're brothers.
Brothers. So you guys are like, do we just see like a montage of like the two of you like picking flowers and like?
It's such a 80s movie montage. I love that. With like some like really fun like inspirational summer friendship music.
Yes.
Campfire songs.
Oh, what is the song from the montage in A Parent Trap? It's that song, whatever that song is.
Oh.
And they're like getting to know each other.
What is that song?
Chat, find this for me so I don't go search for it right now.
We're just like doing crafts and making friendship bracelets.
You guys both find out that you like eating Oreos with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
she goes. There she goes. I think that is a montage in that movie. There's like 3 montages in the
There's
Lindsay
a
Lohan
lot.
soundtrack. Somehow not enough.
Yeah, it's just this very nice montage of our friendship and pushing each other in the lake, and then maybe it ends with us watching a zombie movie together and like laughing at it and falling asleep in our sleeping bags as like the zombie movie like plays, and it's like super terrible zombie movie.
Oh.
Like the camera just like zooms in on it away from our sleeping unconscious forms, then like snaps back to like real world zombies.
Can I steal a trope and say that in your cabin there was only one bed and you had to figure out what to do?
Like feet to face, like feet to face.
There's 3 kids just piled together. One of them's covered in VR stuff and has been electrocuted from swimming.
What's the full experience?
Perfect.
I like this.
I like that. All right. There's your beautiful, lovely flashback.
So nice.
Oh. Okay. So this is our last set of scenes, and I will say that the last die is wild card 2, so it can be any of the colors, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be Steve's last die as well. Okay. I'm going to say that Timothy has had this heart-to-heart inside of this pillowcase. And the axe is ready. Excuse me, bear trap.
Uh-huh.
Look, Steve, I'm really scared about these actors. And I just want to make sure that you and my brother are okay. Especially because like I know that I've been bad, but no, it's okay. You don't have to agree that. That's a little rude. But I think that do you have like a cell phone, because both of ours were destroyed when that freak swimming accident. You do? Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say we could just use the fireworks to like signal something.
It's a flip phone.
We both said the same thing. We both know Steve so well. Okay, I'm not gonna let you use this anymore. This isn't cool. No. You'll thank me later. We're gonna get you. I'll buy you an iPhone. It's fine. Let's use the fireworks. We should use that to signal for help. Maybe they could like send in a SWAT team to like start like a circle of back rubs for the actors to do to kind of distract them for a while we escape. Okay. Or maybe like with the fireworks, we can sing the last song in Oklahoma to kind of like do some kind of like trigger back. Yeah. We're on the same page. I really like this. Man, I love you. No, I love you more. I love you more. That's a little personal. Look, we're going to talk about this. We're going to catch up. Everything's going to be okay. But first, we got to start this fire, and we got to throw the fireworks on it to get people's attention. I know that you can make a fire faster than anyone else. Okay, so let's get started.
Like fire maker badge.
Ooh.
Jimothy comes back in the scene with his bear trap. I'm ready to go.
Okay, so you how do you guys want this scene to go? So you guys can give me a die, and any of those are appropriate. Least of all the white one.
It is going well though.
It is kind of going well for you right now. This is like that, oh, maybe we'll make it out at the end kind of moment.
I like that idea, actually.
Yeah, just like that last bit of, okay, they're gonna do it. It's that type of movie. Or it's not.
Okay, because this is our last white die, so I think it is. Okay, I'll take this. And then it looks like high hopes. Like I figure that you like start the fire in one go, one swipe of the flint and tinder. Mm-hmm. And Jimothy, it's your turn. The wind is whipping around us. The fire is lit. The bear trap is set. And there's a crate of fireworks. This is a normal Fiasco game.
Yeah, this is very.
Definitely. I'm gonna say this goes bad.
I don't see how it could. Okay, this could go bad so many ways.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways.
Do we want to say all the ways?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where do you set the bear trap?
I lay it right next to the fireworks. It is adjacent.
What if you set it around the fire? And you're gonna have, so the plan is the fire's going, you set the bear trap down, and you want me to put the fireworks on top of the bear trap, and that's gonna snap shut and then explode.
There's no way this can go wrong.
It's gonna go great. And
okay.
It's clearly gonna, get the Coast Guard's attention, right?
Okay. Lauren, do you want to describe what happens?
Sure.
Okay.
So Steve goes to light the fireworks. I'm going to say the zombies are starting to encircle us. And they're like making their moaning sounds and like slowly coming towards us.
Still singing Kumbaya.
Yeah, of course.
Stay back. Stay back.
Timothy.
Yes. Yes,
Now's
brother.
the time. You need to get on the bear trap.
Bear trap?
Bear trap, right there.
What? Why?
We're going to take you off. It's do or die.
Okay. Look, now's the time for my redemption monologue. And then, like, a zombie just bumps us and I fall down. You just hear, oop, snap.
And I'm going to say, instead of it hitting you, it hits me in the arm.
Just your arm?
And I just lose an arm.
I drop the match and it lands right next to the fireworks.
Yes, and it starts setting them off.
Oh no. I think we're too close. We need to have a frantic chase.
Oh God, I need
I got your arm. Don't worry. Okay.
Grab my arm, please. Oh no, Steve, no!
Run.
Steve, no!
We're just going. We see zombie parts and beautiful fireworks go off behind us, but we're not cool except for Steve. And both of us look around and like see it behind us.
Like a turkey leg.
He's just carrying my arm.
I mean, part of it.
Yeah.
Most of it he's carrying in his stomach. It's finger licking good.
It's true.
Okay. Steve, we got one last die. Do you want to claim it for one of the colors, or do you want to say what our ending is?
I think it has to be a zombie die. I think
so too.
It has to be a zombie die.
It's only fair.
So that's gonna be I'm gonna claim that as a red die.
Okay. Well, I think that these fireworks, this loud noise, and some of the blood all the blood of Jimothy's arm has attracted all of the actors that were in the pen at the start. Go to jail, Jay. Sorry. That's from the pop noise. Oh, I just looked over at chat. And I think that all the zombies are finally together and they're coordinated. They're doing the like high jump kicks from the end of the dance, and they're all like buff from doing all the choreography and like dancing that whole time. So they're all fast zombies now.
Oh no.
And I think that Steve would use his survival skills to set us somewhere that's safe, but in the confusion of doing that, become part of the horde.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of lead you to like the singular, the old. We kind of established that there's this quartermaster. Maybe the quartermaster has an old pickup truck, but it doesn't work very good. So it's might not work, but maybe it could help you get out. And I'm like, and then kind of get lost into the crowd of zombies. They start all.
Oh, Steve, you were the Jellicle cat at the Jellicle ball who deserved to die. Memories. And we try to turn over the car, and I think that's when we're gonna do our ending for everybody.
That sounds good.
Sound good? Okay.
Yeah.
So with usually you roll your white dice and your black dice, and whichever, like if you have like 6 black and 3 white, you have 3 black, and that determines your ending. Because we have some red dice, I'm going to say that it's up to whoever got those to say if they're white dice or black dice.
Okay.
So Anders, if you want to, you can get 4 white dice and try to get a very high number. Pretty much all the endings are bad because it's Fiasco.
Yeah.
And then I'll read you in my best reading voice what your ending would be based on your number. I'm going to say that my 1 red die is a white die, and then I'm going to roll 2d6 and then 2 more d6 and then take the difference for my ending. Yeep. And Lauren, you can say whatever for your dice as well. So I'm going to say those are those, those are those. So I have, oh damn, I have 5 black, I guess. You should say if you're doing white or black first, I guess, which I didn't think to do, but I did it in my brain, not in my words. Lauren, do you want to do 3 black and 1 white, or 2 white and 2 black?
Let's do 3 black and 1 white.
Okay. So you can roll 3d6 and then 1d6.
Okay.
What are you thinking, Anders?
I'm kind of thinking rolling 4 white dice to see if Steve can have a happy ending as a zombie.
That sounds great. All right, so you got 9 black. Is that right, Lauren?
10. No, yeah, 9. Sorry.
Okay. Oops, that's the tilt table. Okay. Let's start with Anders. You got
13 white.
Fan-fucking-tastic. It's fat times ahead, safe and secure. That thing would make your life better? Oh, you got it. Absolutely. And then some. And then some more. Enjoy it.
I organize a zombie actor rendition of a chorus line with all the zombies. Kick and like legs go flying. Steve discovers his inner passion in musical theater.
You recreate the Zomfeld follies.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, that's a bad pun. Okay. Lauren, you got black 9. Nothing to write home about. Back to where you started. Maybe sore and broke, just like yesterday and just like tomorrow. You probably learned something, though, like how to do it right next time. Next time.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Actually, yeah, I think Jimothy would have gotten his arm mended up, probably would have survived all the blood loss.
Mm-hmm.
Got to a hospital in time. Now he's just planning his next move to get rid of Timothy.
Okay. I got 5 black. Rough. You are getting whipped like a rented mule, for starters. Then you will remember this episode for all your diminished days. The lesson you learn will be profound, lingering, and painful. I think that Jimothy definitely lived through all this and also lived through Timothy turning. Even though we share like a hip and an artery, somehow having like 2 immune systems and 2 livers and like enough things combats it, but Timothy never gets over it. I think that this is like consistent for him. And maybe you go on like a tour to like teach people the dangers of zombification and kind of like just take me around. like